Fred, have you got any
Memory?
memories in the war?
Oh yes, my wife, who has died 2 years back, she lives in Manchester, in Hulme, and they were victims of the Luftwaffe because the house they lived in was an old house, but the main wall of the house had alcoves in it, which were turned into cupboards, and they had doors and shelves. And the man who owned the house had decided to take the doors and the shelves out, and the beds, the girls, the goddess and my wife, her friend, I used to sleep together. They were great pals, you know. We pushed into the alcove, and during the very early hours of the morning, like in 1940, I think it was, this bomb dropped by one of the bombers, you know, German Luftwaffe, demolished the house. The whole house collapsed.
Really?
And my wife and her friend Doris were trapped from the knees down, but they were safe because they were in the alcove, and this particular wall had remained up. But the dog that they had with a little Manchester Terrier bitch called Nipper, she was buried for about a week.
Really?
But the two girls were dug out by the local neighbours, like they all rallied together, you know.
Yeah.
But it was a shocking time, you know, with every night we were walking by the sirens, you know, and nobody with any common sense anyway would want to get out of a nice warm bed and go and sit in a blast shelter on a cold night.
Could I just ask you a question, Fred? Obviously, with you being 14 in 1941, would it be?
1942.
You'd have been at school at that stage, or would you have left school?
I was about between 11 and 12, I'm not sure. In 1940, I would be about 12, 1940, and we were also bombed out at the same time as my wife, but not severely as, you know, the house wasn't completely demolished, but we had to get out because the back wall had gone and the fireplace had shot across the room, and the cistern upstairs had been penetrated with shrapnel, and the water was running down the stairs, and I was, as I say, a gopher, do this, do that, do the other, you know, in short pants of course in them days, and my mother said, go and see how the old couple are across the road. So I went down their lobby, and there was steps leading up to the front door, and at the bottom of the steps there was a flag with a round circle that had been cut out of it with a metal lid, and they used to put the coal down there into the cellar, into the coal, you know. But the lid had been blown off with a bomb, and fortunately, because I was young and agile, I saw this and I jumped and I didn't fall down the hole. But the couple across the road, I could hear the ARP warden shouting, put that light out, and you could hear the planes above, you know, and you could hear the attack of the guns. And anyway, eventually, like, two territorial soldiers, young lads, went round looking, helping people, and my mother, my two sisters, my dad was in the army at the time, and myself were taken out to the house and taken up the street in which we lived to the main road, which was Upper Brook Street, and we could see Manchester from there. It was on fire. You've seen something like it. It was absolutely shocking. There were slates all over the floor, broken glass, chimney pots, oh, you never seen such a mess in all your life. And you know, as I say, we were taken to a large cellar on the corner of Nelson Street and Upper Brook Street, which was owned by Masons, I think, the grocers, and all the local people, because there were no air raid shelters in those days. All the local people made their way to this cellar, and it was crowded, and we were there till we got the all clear.
Fred, do you know anyone that was actually evacuated?
Yes, my sisters were evacuated to Congleton.
Yeah.
Our Kathleen and our Edith, and they were only youngsters at the time, you know, and I think they stayed there for quite a while, because I remember going up with my dad, or not my dad, my mother, to visit them, you know. But of course, it's a long time ago, and things happen at the time, like would perhaps stay with you forever. But when you get older, you seem to lose your memory. You know, it's shocking. But
That's
in them days, we had a transport, Northwestern Transport it was called, you know, and I'm sure they had instead of pneumatic tyres, I think there were solid tyres on these both buses. But they used to one that ran to Knoll to Congleton from Manchester, and we used to go to see them. But I was never evacuated because I had an awful lot of trouble physically. I had mastoids and fractured skull, broken eyes, you name it, I'd got it. Had my share of it. So I never had much schooling. I was always in and out of hospital, you know.